What's up and welcome back, Wargamers. This is Battleshock Wargaming Studio. We're getting ready to play another exciting game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. David, what are we playing today?
Today we are playing Soulblight Gravelords versus Sylvaneth, and this is an exciting one. I'm bringing Vyrkos Dynasty with some fun little tools, and Michael is bringing some new Sylvaneth that he has not played yet with Kurnoth Hunters and Dragonflies, correct?
Kurnoth Hunters, Dragonflies, we're taking Heartwood, so it should be a really fun, really bashy list.
Sounds good.
Before we get going, big shout out to all of our members. They help support our channel, so we appreciate you guys so much.
Absolutely.
Also, big shout out to Baron of Dice. The Baron of Dice supplies all of the dice that we roll on the channel, and they're gorgeous, and we love rolling them. You can check out a link in the description box below if you're interested in some custom dice. David, you want to get to it?
Yep, let's go ahead and take a look at the armies. Behold the Soulblight Gravelords. These bad boys crawl out of grave sites, they have a ward, they debuff your bravery, and they have ways to return models. I'm taking Vyrkos Dynasty for reroll casts, and deadwalkers and deathrattle do +1 to wound in an aura. Here's my general, Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. His mount trait allows me to do extra damage with my shooting. His command ability gives me extra command points each turn. His artifact gives me D3 extra attacks when he charges, and he has amethystine pinions for his spell. Here's Manfred. He's a great thing to include, even though he's not Vyrkos Dynasty. He teleports, he has a command ability for +1 to hit and wound for everything wholly within 12 of him, and he shrugs the first damage that he takes in every phase. Radakar the Beast is here. He is a War Master in Vyrkos. He summons direwolves once per battle. He has a great command ability for +1 to attack for everything wholly within 18 of him, and he's -1 to hit, which is great. Here's 2 units of 20 zombies. They do mortal wounds on 6s to hit. They have a 6-inch pile-in, and if they manage to kill you, you might just turn into a zombie. I've got 2x10 and 1x20 skeletons. They're all an Expert Conquerors battalion to help me hold objectives, and they're hard to shift because they regenerate in the combat phase. 1 reinforced unit of Graveguard in the list. They have Great White Blades, -1 rend and 2 damage on those blades, and they also do mortal wounds in addition if they roll a 6 to wound. Here's the dice I'm taking today. The blood drop is going to be a 6, and let's hope that we see a lot of them. There you have it, Vyrkos Dynasty ready to devastate the battlefield. Let's see what Michael brought today.
All right, guys, let's take a look at the Sylvaneth subfaction today. I'm going to be playing Heartwood subfaction. This is going to give my Kurnoth Hunters battle line, and then it's going to let me give 3 units to the target of the hunt, which gives me +1 to hit against those units. My general today is the Warsong Revenant, 2-cast caster. The Warsong Revenant is going to know Tree Spell, and then the command trait is Spell Slinger, so he can cast through trees, which is really helpful. Next up, we have the Spirit of Durthu. The Spirit of Durthu is going to be having my artifact, the Greenwood Gladius, which is going to be getting him an additional D3 attacks on his great big sword. The Tree Lord Ancient is in the list. He's a single cast caster. He's going to know Regrowth. He's mostly here so that he can bring out 1 additional tree anywhere on the battlefield. For endless spells, I have the Spite Swarm Hive. This is going to be giving me +3 to movement and +3 to charge. Pretty much a staple of every Sylvaneth list right now. My style pick is going to be the Vengeful Skull Root, which is pretty cool. I'm going to try and cast this through a tree with the Spell Slinger and be doing some D6 mortals to any enemies standing next to a tree. I have 2 units of 3 Kurnoth Hunters with the Great Swords. The Kurnoth Hunters with Great Swords are pretty great. These things do mortals, 2 mortals on 6s. Really choppy guys. Next up, we have a unit of Tree Revenants. The Tree Revenants are here to be mostly just objective monkeys. They have a free teleport every single battle round, and they're going to be jumping around scoring points. We have a unit of 3 Revenant Seekers. The Revenant Seekers are fast, they hit relatively hard, but most importantly, they can res a 5 wound model every single turn. I'm going to be rolling these beautiful Sylvaneth dice today. Hopefully we'll be seeing lots of 6s. And that is the Sylvaneth list. Let's take a look at the mission we're playing today.
All right, so before we get into the battle plan today, big shout out to all the members on this wall. These are lords for our membership service. We appreciate you so much. We're playing in the presence of idols. This is a 3 objective battle, and our deploys are in quadrants, directly across from each other. Now in this battle plan, you get to pick 3 units to be your idol units. If your idol units destroy an enemy idol unit, you will get an extra VP. And also, you will have the number of models that flee due to a failed battle shock test rounding down if they're wholly within 6 inches of any of these idol units. We're going to be scoring on battle tactics, and it's hold 1, 2 more. And my grand strategy today is going to be lust for domination. I need to hold more grave sites than Michael does. Michael, what's your grand strategy, buddy?
Take what's theirs. I need to have more units of mine in your territory at the end of the battle than you do.
Beautiful. Well, let's go ahead and see who's got initiative.
All right, Wargamers, we're about to get into it, but before we do, we had a couple of pre-battle round abilities that we had to resolve. So we had to pick, what are they, idols?
Yep, idol units.
Who are your idol units?
My idol units are my 3 heroes, Radikar, the Zombie Dragon, and Manfred. They also are targets of the hunt.
Right.
So your whole army is +1 to hit against them.
Which is helpful.
Pretty spicy, yep. And then your idol units are the Kurnoth, Hunters, and Durthu.
That is correct.
Yep, all the big bashy stuff.
So with that being said, this is now the time of the game where you guys comment down below who are you rooting for? Are we rooting for life or death? Is it the Sylvaneth or these vampires? So comment down below and we'll see if you're right. So David, you had less drops than I. Are you going first or second?
I'm going to go first, and the reason why is because I am going to try to deny some points for Michael, and also I'm out of position with my casters to unbind a little bit, and I also don't like how much space there is behind me for Michael to potentially drop a tree, cast some spells, things like that. So
that is a tasty. I was looking at that spot and I was eyeballing it.
Yeah. Well, I thought at length about how I wanted to do this, and since I have so many units that don't really mean a whole lot to me and can help hold objectives for a turn or two, I don't really worry about a double turn, especially early on. So, I mean, if I'm in good position and not a whole lot happens in the first turn, I could potentially even give the turn up and put myself on a double bubble later. But right now, I need to get on those objectives and max points and keep you from scoring, because your army is much more powerful in melee than me, and its board control is insane. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do against the odds, and I'm going to pick this objective over here.
Sounds good.
And I've got 2 command points to your 3. My general has pack alpha, so I'm going to have 1 extra command point per turn for the whole game, which is really, really good. So I guess we can just go ahead and get into casting.
Heroic actions.
Heroic actions. I'm going to try to get another command point, because I'm going to need a lot in this first turn. I get it. I'm going to put it on Radikar the Wolf.
See if the Warsong does not get one.
Okay. Boop. Let's do some casting.
Let's go for it.
I am going to cast Mystic Shield. Okay. Okay, goes off with a 7.
Perfect.
Arcane Bolt. Goes off with a 6.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for casting.
Good talk.
Yes. Do I have any other hero phase stuff? Yes. I'm going to pop a command point, everything wholly within 12 of Manfred, until my next hero phase is +1 to hit and wound.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get into the movement phase, and we'll show you all what I did.
All right, David, you have completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here with this castle of zombies.
So I moved the zombies forward a little bit, moved my 2 heroes forward a little bit. The zombie dragon is now in range for an unbind on the Warsong Revenant. Then after I had moved everything forward, I used Radikar's once per battle summon to put some dire wolves behind, just to bubble up a little bit more. That way, if Michael wants to do damage, he's going to have to kind of dedicate a lot of time and effort into some dire wolves. Do so, hopefully, is my plan. Manfred came over here. He is going to just stand by with an arcane bolt holding the objective, and he's also in unbind range of the Warsong. Michael's got full rerolls to cast, but you know, hopefully I'll be able to stop some stuff. And then we've got a unit of Expert Conquerors that came down, so that's another 30 on that objective. They came in wholly within 12 of this, and I made sure to measure outside of 9 of this Overgrown, just to make sure that they don't take Spellsinger damage unless it's from a summon tree. And then over on this side of the board, we brought down a 20 blob of skeletons, Expert Conquerors. I could only get 4 on there because of where my gravesite is. So I've got 12 on that objective right now. And that's movement. I kept the Grave Guard and 1 unit of 10 skeletons in the Underworld. So they'll probably come out and play a little bit later on.
All right, that's great. Let's score you up. Get back on the hero.
You bet.
All right, David, you have completed your turn. What'd you score, buddy?
5 points.
Yep.
I hold 1, 2 more, completed my battle tactic up against the odds.
Fantastic. Super easy.
Good first turn, just zoning everything out, staying super far away from Michael's army, and just making him make some tough decisions on how to get objectives and which battle tactic to take. So, which battle tactic are you going to take?
So after lamenting over this for far too long, we're going to do Harness the Spirit Paths, which means I complete this battle tactic if a friendly Sylvaneth unit that was set up using From the Woodland Depths battle trait this turn made a charge move this turn. So that should be reasonably easy to do if I get the Spite Swarm off.
Yep.
Here's the problem, here's why I lamented so much. He moved up 2 casters so that they can try to dispel on the Warsong, because the Warsong has my best chance of getting the Spite Swarm out. But my Tree Lord Ancient could bring out the Spite Swarm, which would be great. But then he doesn't get a +1. So I'm looking at a 7 up to get that out with a reroll. I feel like that's better than allowing you for a dispel, but it's all very sketchy and I don't like it. But everything else, all the other battle traits or battle tactics aren't good right now, because 20 guys, 20 guys, 20 guys over there, I have to kill everything off the point. If I miss by 1 man, I fail my battle tactics. So I think this one's a little bit more reasonable, and save those for later. I'm gonna get a command point with the Tree Lord Ancient.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, I will try to get a command point with Manfred.
Okay. Come on, Manny Bobani. Get it.
Okay, he gets it.
He gets it. We're gonna bring out the Spite Swarm.
Okay.
We're gonna do it with the Tree Lord Ancient.
Okay.
I need a 7.
Okay.
And I have a reroll.
Beautiful. I will stand by. Goes off.
I lamented so hard about that, everybody.
Yeah. You thought so hard.
The Tree Lord Ancient is going to bring out his ability for the tree.
Okay, bringing out a tree.
Bringing it on out. The Warsong is going to cast through the tree.
Okay.
And she's going to cast
Wrath of Spites.
Unleash the Swarm of Spites.
Beautiful. Let's see what she gets. +1. It's a 7. Okay. I will try to unbind with Manfred. Nope, goes off.
On this unit here, 5 ups are mortals, 2 mortals.
Okay, 6s re-rolling 1s. Okay, didn't matter. 2 go down.
And then this unit right here.
Okay.
3 mortals.
Okay, 6s. Shrug 1.
Re-rolling 1.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's for the skeletons.
Yep.
Okay. She's going to bring out the Vengeful Skull Root.
Okay.
Through the same tree.
Okay. On a 9.
On a 9.
Try to unbind. Nope, goes off.
So at the end of the movement, or at the end of the hero phase, this is going to move over here, fly over this unit, and then land within an inch of that unit there.
Okay, D6 on both of them on a 2 up.
2 up here. Nope, 2 up on the other one.
Okay.
Yes, D6. Oh, 1.
Take it.
Okay. And then 2 up from the Spite Swarm Hive on the Durthu. Let's see if he gets that big charge. He does.
Excellent. Cool. Sounds good. Any other hero phase stuff for you?
No. Everything went exactly as I wanted it to. So we'll move right into movement. We'll show you what we did.
Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Go ahead and tell me what you did.
So the dragonflies, they were moved up 12 inches, went on that point, and David threw a redeploy and rolled a 6 and redeployed 6 inches away. So we went from a 3-inch charge to a 9-inch charge. That's fine. The Tree Lord Ancient, he did the Spirit Paths. So he walked the Spirit Paths not from the battle trait one, his own War Scroll run, so he moved from back there right to here. The Warsong Revenant, or the Kurnoth Hunters threw a deploy just to get, not an advance, just to get further up there, hopefully for next turn. The elves in the back, they're just screening out that point a little bit. And then the Warsong moved to try and get out of one of those unbinds, dispels. These Kurnoth Hunters moved but did not advance because they were going to try and throw a cheeky charge. And then Durthu, he walked the spirit paths, so now he's looking at a 6-inch rerolling charge. We do have a couple of shooting attacks, so we'll get into that.
All right, so Michael realized that he didn't want to shoot the things that he's trying to charge and nothing else was in range, so we're just going to get right into charges. You want to start with Durthu?
For sure.
All right.
Nope, so we're going to spend the reroll.
Okay.
There it is.
There you go. He goes in hard.
Splat. Okay.
A splish.
The Kurnoth Hunter is next to him.
Okay. You got a
Maybe
10,
a 10
11-inch charge.
Something big.
Okay.
That's a 10. Actually set up a measure and see if 10 does it. 10 is not enough.
So that was a really good roll, though.
Let's move over. Let's see if the Tree Lord can do it with a 12.
Tree Lord Ancient needs a 12. Let's see what he gets.
Nope. And
Okay.
then the Revenants.
Okay.
Revenant Seekers. Here we go. Nope. And we already used our reroll, so we're going to stand right there. We're going to stomp
Okay.
for 1 mortal.
1 mortal wound, 6 rerolling ones. Saved it. Okay, you said you're going to do an all-out attack, Michael.
One all-out attack.
Okay, I'm going to use my general's command point to do all-out defense.
Okay. Let's go 3 base attack, 1 extra,
Yep.
and then D3 extra attacks for 3.
Okay.
So 7 attacks,
2s and 3s, baby.
hitting on 2s
Okay, everything hits.
and 3s. Ooh. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Way to mess it up, Durthu. Okay.
6s.
Yep.
Failed them both.
12
Hold
damage.
on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 6s. Okay, save 3. These are all failures. We're re-rolling 1s because of the Bannerman. Okay, so 9 damage.
Okay. And then he has 2 more attacks from his claws. They both hit. 2's wound.
Okay, Ren.
Ren 2.
Okay, 6s. Failed them both.
3 damage each.
Okay, 6 more damage. 6s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, 4 more die. Some skeletons went down. Anything else to do, Michael?
No, that's it. Not as productive as I was hoping, but it was okay.
Okay. In the battle shock phase, I'll unleash this arcane bolt because it's going away. So
Okay.
1 mortal wound on the dragonflies.
Sure.
I'm going to ignore battle shock from the skeletons. And I think that's it. I only lost a few zombies, so they don't need to take battle shock. So let's get on the hero cam and see how many points you scored. Oh, we just finished Michael's turn. Michael, how many points did you get?
3 points. We completed our battle tactic, and we hold 1 point. So that's it. It scores 5 to 3, and we're getting into the roll off. And you're in a pretty strong spot, like defensively. Like I don't think I could do a lot with a double turn right now.
Yes, which is good. Makes me happy. So let's go ahead and roll off, man. Advertise.
Roll the 1.
All right, I need to think, so we'll see you in a minute to let you know who is starting Battle Round 2. We're back, top of Battle Round 2. I gave Michael the turn. I don't want him to double me in Battle Round 3. He's got some units that he can take care of, but it is what it is. I'm thinking long game. I want to try to get as many points as possible and play a strong game, so we're going to let him go first. So, Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
So you picked a proving ground right over here.
Yep.
I'm going to do against the odds.
Okay.
So I have to get those Galatian Veterans units off of this point. So I'm just going to bring my Kurnoths into it, and then I'm going to teleport with my guys in the back and steal this point from you.
Seems like a good plan.
That's the plan.
Okay.
You have some endless spells that you want to try and get rid of.
Yeah, and I want to rally. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rally this unit that's lost 15 models.
Okay.
One skeleton comes back.
What? You want to do your dispels? We should probably do some heroic actions.
Okay.
This just heals because it's next to an overgrown.
Yep.
Cool. And then we're going to try and get a command point with Durthu. Nope.
Okay. I will try to get a command point with Manfred. Okay. All right, let's try to dispel that stuff. So Manfred is going to try to dispel the Spite Swarm Hive. I need an 8.
Okay.
It's still there. And then Zombie Dragon is going to try to dispel the Vengeful Skull Root. 7.
Yep, it's gone.
Okay, it goes away.
Is it to 6?
Okay, and that one cannot be cast this turn because I dispelled it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's something.
So let's do casting.
Okay.
The Tree Lord Ancient is going to do Mystic Shield on himself.
Okay.
It's a 7.
Okay, try to unbind with Manfred.
Unbound. Yeah, we're going to cast through this tree.
Okay.
And we're going to unleash the Swarm of Spites.
Okay. Okay,
So
on 11.
So here we go. That's 4, 5 mortals. 6 mortals.
6s. Rerolling 1s. Okay.
And then those zombies in the back. 2 mortals.
Save 1.
So I'm going to cast through that tree over there.
Mm-hmm. On this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it goes off. So bringing out another tree.
Okay.
Now on a 2-up, the Spite Swarm is going to give Durthu a +2 to his, +3 to his charge.
Okay.
There
Goes
it
off.
goes. That's it for hero.
All right, let's get a movement phase and we'll show you what he did. Michael, you finished your movement phase. Tell me what you did starting with these Tree Revenants.
The Tree Revenants teleported onto that point.
Yep.
So they took that. The Kurnoth Hunters moved, so they were looking at an easy charge there. The Warsong moved out of some unbinding range and is just moving through these trees. The Tree Lord Ancient decided to just walk, and then I decided to move all of these units to recreate my castle. When I moved the Dragonflies, David threw a redeploy, so they're looking at a 6-inch charge.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting them to die, but if they survive and I can rally them, that would be hilarious. So yeah, so I redeployed them. Why not?
And then Durthu moved. He walked the spirit paths. He's 9 inches away from some zombies, and he's going to try and eat some zombies. Essentially, what I've done is shifted my castle.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm trying to minimize any losses I have while still taking points, completing battle tactics, and taking things away from David.
Good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get to shooting.
So we're going to fire with the Tree Lord Ancient with his Doom Tendril Staff at these 3 skeletons right here. We have 2 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. 1 hit, 1 wound, -1 rend.
Failed it.
It's 3 damage.
They're dead. Durthu, looking at a 6-up re-rolling charge.
Hook. Nailed it.
Okay. Into some zombies. Start of the combat phase. Michael's going to do monstrous action.
Stomp.
Okay.
2 mortals.
Okay. 6s. Shrug 1.
So 3 base attacks, 1 for being next to a tree, and then plus D3 for 3.
Okay. 7 attacks.
And then we're going to all-out attack. Hit on 2s. 6 hits.
They're dead. What is that? 30 damage?
But yeah, it's 30.
We're going to roll it.
Roll it,
Roll
David.
it, Michael. They're dead.
Okay. And then he will strike and fade back to safety.
We're back for Michael's turn. Michael, how many points did you score?
We did 5 points.
Yep, 5 points.
A lot better. I lamented really hard about a bunch of things, but we completed our battle tactic, which was against the odds. We did delete that zombie unit, which was great. The thing that I really lamented over a lot was where to place Durthu.
Yep.
And I had two choices. I could either put him here, where if stuff goes wrong, he can still play the game, or I can put him out there. Out there is helpful because he can screen out your grave site, but if things go badly, he just gets to stand there for the rest of the game and not play.
Yep.
So I did decide to go over here, which means David's going to be able to bring some stuff in through his grave site.
Yep. So with that being said, I'm going to pick barge through enemy lines.
Yep.
And I'm just going to get 2 units in his territory. Because of the way that these territories are set up, that's actually a tricky one to do. So now that I have an opening to do it, I'm going to take care of it now. So that's what I'm going to do for my battle tactic. I'm up to 3 command points and then 1 command point on my general as well. And then how many command points do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2. Okay, great. So let's get into heroic actions.
Yep.
I think I'll try to get a command point with my zombie dragon. No, with Manfred.
Manfred getting the command point.
Yeah, he gets it.
The Warsong is going to try and get a command point. He does.
Okay.
We're going to try to dispel an endless spell. We're going to try and get rid of my own endless spell.
Okay.
So from the Warsong, here we go. Okay, it stays. I did not dispel my own endless spell. Oh wait, I can reroll.
Yep.
All right, I dispelled it.
No,
I
that's
got
a 7, and you need an 8 to dispel.
Oh, ha-da! I was like, I got a 7.
Good stuff. Well, I'm going to continue with my hero phase now.
No, that's fine.
Let's do some casting. I am going to cast Mystic Shield on Manfred.
Does Manfred need Mystic Shield?
If he wants to stand and fight, he does.
Okay.
It barely goes off.
I'll allow it.
Allowing the Mystic Shield, sounds good. Now he's going to cast Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
It goes off.
Allowed.
Okay. Pinions.
Sure.
Coming from the zombie dragon. I'm going to reroll that. That's a 6.
Okay.
Okay. Unbound.
Unbound.
Beautiful. Go into the middle of your castle with my general. That seems like something I do. That's definitely how I play. Okay, any other hero phase shenanigans? Yeah, Manfred's gonna pop his command point. Everything wholly within 12 of him does a thing.
Yep.
And that's it. I think we're gonna go ahead and get into my movement.
All right, David, you have completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here. How about starting with these wolves?
The dire wolves ran for 14. They're just hanging out with their master. The Radikar the wolf, he auto ran for 14. He can run and charge. I still have a pretty long charge, but I figured I'd just try it, because if he gets in, I can pop his command point to give everything wholly within 18 of him extra attacks, which is great. If not, he's just going to stand there. He's already done the dire wolf thing, so if he dies, it just is what it is. Zombie dragon, 3 or 4 inches away from stuff. Manfred, like 5 or 6 inches away from stuff, and he has his command ability up to add 1 to hit and wound rolls for everything wholly within 12 of him. Back here on this point, we made a little L shape with the zombies, running them 10 inches. They rolled a hot 6, and then I also ran 9 inches with these skeletons here. What I'm doing right here is shut down the overgrown and the other tree. So just trying to keep things from just teleporting over to me, even though it puts me at risk of taking damage. So that's everything over here, and then I finally showed my hand and brought everything out of reserve. So I've got a 20-man Graveguard unit that's 9 inches away, and then I've got a unit of skeletons that doesn't really care about fighting, so it's just gonna hang out back here and just be extra wounds. And that's it, that's everything.
So no shooting, so we're going to go right into charges. Where are we going to start? We're going to start with the Graveguard?
I actually do have shooting. I have a Pestilential Breath from my Zombie Dragon, so let's get set up for that. The Zombie Dragon is going to shoot into the Dragonflies with his Pestilential Breath. When I attack with this model's breath, roll a dice before making the hit roll for the attack. If the roll is less than or equal to the number of models in the target unit, the attack scores a hit without needing to make a hit roll. But you still need to roll a dice. So I don't know why this ability exists, but here we go. So 3 or less, it automatically hits. Okay, it automatically hits. And now it's going to wound on 2s.
Okay.
It always wounds on 2s, but I'm also +1 to wound because of dude. It's a 1.
Cool.
Good times. Manfred's going to mount a charge. Let's see what he gets. It's an 11.
More than enough.
More than enough. And then let's charge with the zombie dragon. Zombie dragon gets a 6. That's plenty. He's going to go in.
I'm going to spend a command point from my general. I'm going to unleash hell.
Okay.
So I'm going to unleash hell with the ancient
Okay.
into the zombie dragon.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's not great, but hit on 3s.
And it actually would have hit on 4s because you're
No,
-1.
He hits on 2s.
He hits and wounds on 2s? That's awesome.
Pretty sure. Not important. He definitely failed, so it's not important.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you used the command point.
He hits
though.
on 2s.
Okay. I loved it. Any wounds on 2s as well?
No, those wound on 3s.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good stuff.
Good command point.
Really, really good command point.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and see if Radikar, the beast, he's the beast one. Let's see if he can charge. Go beast mode, Radikar. No. I can't reroll that charge because I have other charges that need to be rerolled.
Yeah, they're much more important over here.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and go over to the Graveguard. Graveguard, let's see what they get. That's an 8.
Okay, rerolling. Everybody pucker up.
It's a 7! All right, they're just going to stand there. That's fine. I'm going to roar into the Kurnoth Hunters.
Okay.
They're roared.
Yep.
I'm going to stomp into the Dragonflies.
Okay.
Goes off. 3 mortals.
Ooh.
Start of combat. I'm going to choose not to teleport away Manfred.
Mm-hmm.
Start of combat, I am going to pop this Arcane Bolt. He's got Mystic Shield. We'll just leave that one on to show the Mystic Shield. He's going to pop his Arcane Bolt. D3 into the Spite guys, the Dragonfly guys, for 2. All right, I am going to activate the Zombie Dragon first. I'm going to put the Death Lance into the Dragonflies, and I'm going to put the rest of his attacks into the Kurnoth Hunters.
Okay. We're going to all out defense the Revenant Seekers.
Okay, I'm +1 to hit and wound because of Manfred's ability. And I get D3 extra attacks with the Death Lance. So let's see how many attacks are going into the Spite Riders first. So 4. This is going to be 2s and 2s. Make 2 saves at -2.
Failed them both.
Okay, that's 8 damage.
Okay, and then the rest into the Kurnoth Hunters.
Yep, rest in the Kurnoth Hunters. So Snapping Maw, this is 3s and 2s. 2 hit. 1 wound, -2.
Saved it.
Nice save. And then I've got my Sword-like Claws. This is 7 attacks, 3s and 2s. Uh, 4 at -1.
4 ups. Failed 3.
6 damage.
Okay, so we lost a guy. All right, let's go in with the Kurnoth Hunters.
Okay. Who shall they fight into?
They're going in Manfred.
Okay. I will do a all-out defense with the Zombie Dragon's point.
Okay. Come on with 6s. So 4 mortals.
Okay, I'll set those dice off to the side for my deathlesses.
And 3 saves.
Okay, this is 2 up because I am Mystic Shield and defense, all-out defense. Saved them all.
Okay, so 4 damage total.
4 damage, so 6s. I take 3, I shrug the first damage I take in this phase, so I take 2.
2 damage.
2 damage. Sounds good, so I'm going to go ahead and fight with Manny. Yep, 4 attacks with Geist 4, 2s and 2s because of his own buff. Make 4 saves -1.
4 minus 1, 4 ups. Failed 1.
3 damage.
Okay.
Sickle Glaive, deuces and deuces. Okay, make a save. 2 saves, -1.
Saved him.
Nice 6s. Ebb and Claws from the mount. This is 3s and 2s. Make 2 saves, -2.
Failed them both.
4 damage.
That was double 6s to double 1s. All right, so he's done, and then takes 3, so he's got 2 wounds left.
Okay. Let's do Spectral Claws and Daggers. This is 4s and 3s. However, if I roll
6s,
6s, they're mortals. Yep, 4s and 3s. 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
1 wound, no red. He's alive on a wound.
Alive on 1 wound. Excellent.
Beautimus.
And then my dragonfly will smash into your general.
Okay, sounds good.
We have 4 attacks with the Seeker Sickle.
Okay.
Hits on 3s, because you're the target of the hunt. So hitting on 3s. And wounds on 3s. So 3 at -2.
5s. Failed them all.
They're 2 damage apiece.
Okay. 6s. Take 4.
And then we have 3 from the Sharp Mandibles. 2 hits. 2 wounds at -1.
Save 1, fail 1.
Single damage. Nice.
Saved it. Right on. Well, that was fun. I wish I could have killed some units, but that's fine.
So I think I'm actually going to. Well, we're both Brave 7. They both lost 2.
Yeah. So they run on a 6.
So we're gonna auto pass on the Kurnoth Hunter,
Okay.
and then we'll roll a 6 to see if this guy can stay
I
alive.
hope you roll a 6.
He's fine.
That would have been awesome.
He's fine. Okay,
Cool.
let's get back on main camera and score you up.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, David, you have completed your turn. How'd you score?
I scored 5 points. I barged through enemy lines. I keep wanting to say desecrate their lands. I barged through enemy lines.
Yep.
That was easy because I was able to just teleport on to over there. And I failed my charge with the Graveguard, which sucked. But I hold 1, 2, and more for objectives. So that's nice.
It's a good thing you didn't take Eye for an Eye or Gain of Momentum, because we talked about it and it didn't quite happen.
You have 2 wounds left here and you have 1 wound left there.
Yeah.
But when you're fighting into an army that's resilient, has lots of wounds, like if you're trying to kill a cav unit that has 5 wounds apiece, that may or may not happen,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the Death Lance, I mean, I could have put all of the attacks here, but I didn't want a full unit of Kurnoth to be able to do anything, right?
Sure.
So that's why I decided to split attacks. That did work nicely to just pick the units apart so you didn't have very much damage output. And then I was able to heal both units using the Hunger. So now Manfred is full health again, still has Mystic Shield off, and now my Zombie Dragon has only suffered 2. So we're in an okay shape right here.
So let's get in the roll off.
Yep, 10 to 8, let's see what happens.
Hup.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to take the turn,
Yep.
because you taking a double on me right now would hurt really bad.
Yeah, that would hurt really bad. All right, good stuff. So we will be back for Battle Round 3, Sylvaneth. Battle Round 3. I could have done so much work if I won that roll off, but I failed it, so failed the roll off. So we're going to get into Michael's turn. Brace for impact. So what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
Battle tactic is going to be desecrate their lands. I can snag that point way over, or that one way over there, using the wave pipes from this unit, and that seems pretty safe. I don't think he can stop me from it, and that allows me to just focus on trying to kill these monsters.
Yeah. Now I did roll to see if I could bring back a half-strength unit that's been destroyed, and I failed it.
Yep.
So, and I didn't kill any units, so I didn't get any bonuses to that. So no extra models on the board for right now. I'm going second, so I've got 3 command points plus 1 on the general, and we're going to get into heroic actions, I think.
Yeah, we're going to get into heroic actions. I think we're going to let's just get another command point with the Tree Lord Ancient.
Okay.
Nope.
I am going to do Finest Hour with my general. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
He's, you know, over there.
Okay. This guy heals for 1.
Okay.
This guy heals for 1. The Spice Swarm Hive is way out of there. Not being able to get rid of that thing on your turn kind of screwed me. More and more regretting about putting Durthu on this side of the table.
Yes, I like that he's over there. Stay away from me, dude.
Unleash the Swarm of Spites through this tree.
Yep. And that hits 1, 2, 3, 4 different units.
Yep.
All right, let's see if it goes off.
Nope. Let's reroll. There's an 11.
Okay, I'll try. Nope, goes off. The zombie dragon first.
2 mortals.
Okay. Takes 1.
Okay.
Okay, Manny.
4 mortals.
Takes 1 because he shrugs the first damage he takes.
I hate him so much.
He's so good for 360 points or 380, whatever he is.
Radikar.
Okay, Radikar.
2, 3, 4.
6s. He takes 4.
Okay. And the doggos. 4 again.
6s. 1 dog dies, 1 takes wound. Hey, good stuff. What's next?
We're going to cast Tree Song on the purple tree
Okay.
from the Warsong. It goes off on a 7.
Goes to an 8, right?
Yep.
Goes off.
Okay, so that's +1 to the AP for all my melee weapons around that. And then the Tree Lord Ancient. But I think we're just going to do regrowth on this Kurnoth Hunter right here.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, I think it's a 6. I got to double check.
Okay.
Casting value of 5.
Okay,
So
cool.
it goes off. So it's D6, heal D6 to that Kurnoth Hunter.
Okay.
Only by 1.
That's all you're casting, right?
Yeesh. That is all my casting.
Okay.
I considered bringing out the Vengeful Skull Root and trying to blow up more mortals.
Yeah.
But I tried to heal a guy and I got one health out of it.
Yeah,
so
you got 1 health. I don't know if that was a good trade or not.
was
I would
not.
have
It was-
gone for raw damage.
It was not.
I would have gone for raw damage. Okay. Any other hero phase stuff for you to do?
Nope, we're going to go into movement.
Michael, well, back from your movement phase, tell me what you did starting with these tree revenants.
They teleported and secured my battle tactic.
Desecrate their lands.
They're hanging out over there, doing a great job.
And then Tree Lord Ancient.
So we fell back with the Seeker,
Yep.
which means you redeployed with the Dragon.
Yep.
You redeployed 5. I moved 5 with the Ancient. The Kurnoth Hunters at the end of movement phase, 1 came back. That's from the Seeker's ability.
Yep. And that's wholly within 12.
Yes.
A unit wholly within 12.
Yep. And then Durthu, I kind of moved him first, and what I should have done was waited until you redeployed and then teleported him.
Yeah, because then you could have gotten him 9 away, going through this tree. And if he got that big charge off, he would have been +1 to the rend with his sword.
Because I was sitting at a 9-inch charge, and now I'm sitting at an impossible charge, and I also can't shoot anything. So he's just going to stand there and do nothing this turn.
Yeah.
Which is not optimal.
And I full well knew that the Tree Lord Ancient could get into me, but I still redeployed anyway because I don't want more than 1 unit fighting the zombie dragon. I want to see if I can survive with a couple wounds and stay on the board, because that is my general. And then Warsong?
Warsong moved and ran. We're just staying away from the Graveguard in the back.
Yep. So I'm just hanging out in your deploy. I should have done take what's theirs for my grand strat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still looking good for my grand strat that I picked, but yeah. It's funny. You're not in your deploy anymore. Okay, so we've got some shooting to do. You want to do the Tree Lord Ancient?
Yep.
Okay. Tree Lord Ancient is pointing his scary stick at me. Who's he going to shoot?
The zombie dragon.
Okay, I'm going to do all-out defense.
Okay. 1 wound.
Okay, what's the rend?
Rend 1.
Okay, I'm +2 to my save, so this is a 2. Saved it.
Okay. Durthu shooting Manfred.
All-out defense. Just kidding. Go ahead. Durthu into Manny. What does he wound on?
Hits on 4s.
Okay.
Wounds on 3s. So 2 at -1.
3s. Save them both.
Let's charge. So
Tree Lord Ancient.
It's the Ancient.
He gets it with a 5. Let's do some monstrous actions, bro. What are you going to do?
I think I fight last Manfred so
Okay.
that you dip out. Yeah, let's fight last Manfred.
Okay.
He's fought last.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So I'm going to stomp into the Kurnoth Hunters. Okay. For 3 mortals.
Oh, you got the Sergeant.
I got the Sargento.
Yeah.
And I'm going to roar into the Tree Lord Ancient. Nope. You're good. You can take commands.
Excellent. So let's go with the Tree Lord Ancient
Okay.
into ya boy.
Tree Lord Ancient going into the General. Zombie Dragon. Okay. I'll do an all-out defense.
5 attacks with the sweeping blows.
Yes, sir.
2s and 2s. Okay. And then those are Ren 2.
Okay. Because of the tree.
Yep.
Okay. So I've got 3 up saves.
Mm-hmm.
I fail 2.
They're 2 damage piece.
Okay. 6s. Shrug 1. So he takes 3 wounds.
And now 2 attacks with the massive impaling talons. 1 hit. No wounds. And then he's going to strike and fade.
Okay. Sounds good.
Huh. Four attacks with Kurnoth Hunter.
Okay. 4 mortals.
That's 4 mortals.
Oh my god.
2's hit.
Okay.
And 2 wounds. Ren 2. Because of the tree.
Is he wholly within 9? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely. 2 at Ren
2.
2. I've got a 2 up save, so 4s. I fail both of those. So I take 8 damage total.
Wow, he just punched all of his damage. You punched through.
8?
Yeah.
8 damage. This is 6s. I shrug 1, and then I shrug 1 in each phase, so he takes 6.
That was just the best I've ever seen any Kurnoth Hunter do in one
Yeah.
activation.
That was amazing.
That was really surprising.
Especially when I'm a 2 up save, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your MVP right there, dude. All day long.
Just that one guy.
Okay, so I've suffered 6, 7. I am second to bottom tier. All that means is I have 3 Ebb and Claw attacks. Everything else is the same.
Oh.
So,
All out defense.
okay, this is 4 attacks with Geist 4, 2s and 2s. Make 2 saves at -1.
3s. Failed 1.
1 damage. 2 attacks with Sickle Glaive, 2s and 2s. -1.
Yep. Save it.
Okay. Ebb and Claws, 3 attacks, 3s and 2s. -2 Rend. -2.
2. Okay, so that's good. Those are bad.
4 damage.
4 damage. He's dead.
That's the end of the combat, correct?
That's it. That's the turn.
Okay, Manfred is going to heal D3 because of the hunger, for 1. Goody! Let's get on a hero cam and chalk you up.
That was not the turn that I wanted it to be. But we score 3 points. We hold 1, and we completed our battle tactic, which was desecrate their land. I knew I was going to have a hard time taking you off of that point because you had so much on it.
Yes.
But I was still hoping I would kill something, and instead I just did some wounds and bounced
Yeah.
off.
Well, welcome to Tree Lords, man. They're so swingy. Durthu is the exception because he hits so damn hard.
Yeah.
But the other Tree Lords are very, very swingy. They used to do D6 damage, so if your sweeping blows went through, they would just crush. But now
Yeah.
that they've changed it to 2 or 3 damage.
2.
Yeah, 2 damage. They don't do as much damage, but the Ancient is better for so many other reasons, but yeah.
Well, there's a couple things that went wrong, but we'll get into that in the recap.
Yeah.
But moving on, let's get into your turn. What are you doing for battle tactics?
I'm going to do desecrate their lands, and I'm just going to desecrate, let's say, this tree right here.
Okay.
I'm going to get 1 extra command point start of turn, and then I'm going to get 1 on my general because he's a pack alpha.
Okay.
I have Deathly Invocation at the start of my hero phase. I'm going to pick this one unit that's wounded and heal D3. That's 3. Oh, if no wounds are allocated to it.
Right.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Okay,
yeah.
so that's fine. So we'll just heal him and leave the dog off. I was just trying to cheek out one more wound, you know, because that's how I roll. I'm all about the cheek, the cheekiness. Okay, so that's fun, Deathly Invocation. Let's get into heroic actions. I'm gonna heal my general. Okay. For 1.
Okay. I'm going to try and get a command point with the Warsong.
Yes. You get it.
I'm going to try to...
So how many command points do you have total now?
2 and that 1.
Okay, so you had 1 left after last turn. Okay.
And then we're going to try to get rid of the Spite Swarm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goes away, nice.
Aggressively gone.
Super duper gone.
And then we're going to try and rally. We're going to spend that 1 CP that we just got, and we're going to try and rally.
Okay, 2 models.
Nope.
Okie dokie. Let's cast. I am going to cast Manfred's special spell. Let's see what it's called. Wind of Death. Casting value of 7. Successfully cast. Pick an enemy unit within 18 and roll a dice for that enemy unit and each other enemy unit within 6 on a 3-up mortal wounds.
Wow.
So a little.
Yep, little explosion.
It's perfect right now because I can go and
Explode
probably hit everything. Yeah, but it has to go off. 7. Nope, fails. Good talk. He is Vyrkos, so he cannot reroll. He's going to cast Mystic Shield on the zombie dragon. It fails.
Okay.
And now the zombie dragon is going to cast Pinions. Goes off with a 6.
I don't feel like he needs pinions.
I'm going to reroll it. Okay. Goes off on an 11.
That's your last
That's my
cast.
last spell.
So I'll try to dispel.
Roll box cards. That was damn close.
I'll use my reroll.
Okay. I knew after you almost rolled box cards that it wasn't coming. Okay, so he's got Pinions. What was it? An 11?
Yeah.
Twin cast does nothing because it only affects the caster. Twin cast. Okay.
That's it, right? We get to move into movement?
Don't rush me, man.
What do you mean rushing?
I'm looking around the table to see what else I have to do. Okay, we can move into movement.
Great. Are you sure you don't want to take your time a little bit longer?
Actually I do.
Now?
All right, let's move into
good.
movement.
All right, David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here with these dire wolves.
Dire wolves are like, what? And they turn around and move 10 inches toward the tree revs, 3 inches away for a charge. They're like, you can't desecrate our lands, bruh. Over here, Radikar ran mighty 1 inch, so he went 9 inches total. He can run and charge. Zombie dragon 3 inches away with his 18-inch move with pinions. And Manfred 3 or 4 inches away from that little dragonfly rider thing. Right here in the middle of the board, skeletons ran. They rolled a 6. It's still sitting right there. So they're now the expert conquerors on that objective, and we've still got the zombies holding down this objective here. And then on the backfield here, we rolled a 6 to run with these bad boys. They move 10. They're desecrating lands. And then the Grave Guard ran 5, so they moved 9 inches, just closer toward Michael's Warsong Rev.
Got it.
So that's it. We just have 1 shot from the Zombie Dragon before we do charges. Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon is going to shoot into that Dragonfly. This is 3 to hit, 3 to wound. But I'm +1 to hit and wound because of Manfred's ability, so it's going to be 2s and 2s. It hits, it wounds, -3.
Goes right through.
I'm going to risk the biscuit. Oh wait, that kills it, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. I was going to reroll
Like,
it.
don't do it.
Don't risk the biscuit, David.
Yeah.
Okay, all you can see is Radikar's little head at the bottom of the screen. He's going to charge. Let's see what he gets. What?
Okay.
Radikar?
I mean, that happens sometimes, but it was still surprising.
I want him in for extra attacks, so the zombie dragon's going to reroll it. Have him reroll it.
Okay.
Reroll it, you piece of crap!
Hey,
Okay, there we go.
There
Nine's fine. Okay, charge complete. Let's go over to Zombie Dragon. Zombie Dragon has a 3-inch charge into the Kurnoth Hunters. Okay, he gets a 10.
Yep.
And then Manny is going to charge next. He's just behind the zombie dragon there. Let's see what he gets. Go for a 7. Hot hero and hero action. Yeah, so some stuff is going to happen here.
For sure.
So the beginning of the combat phase, I'm going to use a command point to give +1 to the attacks of all my heroes.
Okay.
Then I need to figure out how many extra Death Lance attacks I get for charging.
Should you do monstrous actions first?
Yes, I should, because it's not the combat phase.
Yeah.
So I take back what I did with that command point.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to do it anyway later on. Yeah, so let's do monstrous actions. I am going to roar into the Kurnoth Hunters, I think. Yep, roar into the Kurnoth Hunters with Manfred. Okay, they're roared. And then I'm going to stomp them with the zombie dragon. They're stomped for 3.
Okay. We're going to fight last the zombie dragon.
Okay, sounds good.
3 up. Oh.
That would have been really good.
I
did not mean to be within 3 inches.
I know it would have been really good.
That would have sucked.
That's why I wanted to do it.
You could have killed him.
Yeah.
That would have sucked. That would have been such a feels bad for me. Thank you for rolling a 2. Okay.
You're welcome.
Now I'm +1 to attack because of the command ability that Radikar the Beast used.
Sure.
Now I'm going to get an extra D3 attacks for charging.
Yep.
For 2. So he's got 6 attacks with the Death Lance, and everything's going into Kurnoth Hunters.
And they got roared, right?
They got roared. Yep.
Feel free to kill all of them now.
Yeah, Manfred roared him on a 5. So these are -2 rend and 5 damage. We're on 2s and 2s, 6 attacks. Oh no, I rolled 3 ones. Okay, so you've got 3 at -2.
Failed 1, or failed 2.
2, so 8 damage.
Okay, so it's...
All right, now I'm gonna fight with the Snapping Maw. This is 4 attacks because of Radikar. 3s and 2s. There it hits. All wound, -2.
Failed them both.
2d6 damage.
I rolled 4 dice, I failed 2.
11 damage.
They're dead.
Okay.
Just roll that part next time.
Yeah, you kept saying I failed 2, but
Yeah.
it was a 5 and a 6, so I was confused. Okay. Still got Tree Song up, right?
Yeah, so let's do an all-out attack so that we're still hitting on 2s.
Okay.
So let's do 5 attacks with the sweeping blows. Wound on 3s. So 3 wounds at -2. -1, it goes up to -2.
3, you said?
3.
Okay, he saves 1 and takes 2.
4 damage.
6s. Shrugs 1. Takes 3.
Massive impaling talons. 2 hits. 1 wound. It's rend 3.
Goes through.
And it's 3 damage.
Shrugs none. He's taken 10.
Couldn't get him. He doesn't bracket, so he's perfectly fine.
He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he does not care.
Let's go over to Manny.
Yep.
I don't think I can kill the Warsong, but I'm going to try my hardest. Just because of that ward. Rend 2 on the Ebon Claws. He's got 4 of those.
He still has 4.
He has 5 because of Radikar. So he'll have 5 of those.
Jesus Christ.
-2. Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
+1 to hit, wound, and attack. This is like best case scenario when you get all 3 of these guys hanging out together.
Is that what it is? Best case?
Yeah, it's
Feels
best
like,
case scenario.
It feels like worst case. What are we going to do with this besides... Yeah, we'll all-out defense.
Okay, all-out defense, so you're on a 4-up?
Yep.
And a 4-up ward, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Manfred is going to fight into the Warsong Revenant. He's got 5 attacks with Geist 4 because of Radikar's ability, and then he's +1 to hit and wound. So this is 5 attacks, 2s and 2s. Three at -1.
So 5s. Kill them all.
7 damage.
And 4s. So take 4 damage.
Okay. Sickle Glaive, 3 attacks, 2s and 2s because of Manfred's ability. Hits wounds. So that's -1 again, times 3.
5s. Kill them all.
6 damage.
4s. Dead. You got him.
Hot damn! I've never killed that model before. That felt good. Thank you, Michael, for allowing me to finally kill that model.
You're welcome.
I love you so much.
Because I'm such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a double turn.
So
we can go home.
that model has done like 3,000 points of damage to me, and I've never killed it. So, and it's a 300-point model.
I feel like you're exaggerating.
No, dude.
Because I feel like we've only played like 3 games.
No, dude. No, bro. No, you're right. I may be exaggerating. At least 1,000 points, though. So it's gotten 3 times its points value, and it finally died just once. Just once for me.
Okay, so let's do the Protector Glaive.
Okay.
The Glaive, 3 attacks with the Protector Glaive. Hits on 4s. Wounds on 3s. 2 wounds at -1.
6s. Failed them.
2 damage apiece.
Okay.
And these are the Enchanted Blades, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. 1 more at -1.
Failed it.
1 damage.
Dire Wolves going into the tree revs. They charge, so they're +1 to hit and wound. So this is 15 attacks, 3s and 3s. 10, that's math. Let's see 7 of these, please.
Nice.
That's math. Okay, 7 wounds, no rend.
5s. So 2 guys go down. So just normal blokes.
Okay, Radikar the Beast is going to fight into the Tree Lord Ancient. He's got 7 attacks with his Bloodslit Claws because of his +1 aura, and then he's +1 to hit and wound because of Manny's +1 aura. So it's 7 attacks, 2s. If he rolls a 6 with these claws, it does 2 mortal wounds and the attack sequence ends. Let's see what he gets. So 2 mortal wounds. Everything hits. Make 5 saves at -1.
I failed 4.
8 damage.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage total so far. Come on, Tree Lord.
This is usually, I feel like, what happens with the Tree Lord. As soon as he has to take damage, he just falls over.
He's like, I'm a wizard, bro. I remember right when this battle tome came out, you were giving Durthu the non-rendable, and he was still dying, dude. Yeah. Okay, Piercing Blade. This is 7 attacks. Deuces and deuces again. 5 -1.
Oh, he's super dead. Are these single attacks? Single wounds?
D3.
He's done. Okay, so he failed 2.
I'm gonna do 4 damage here.
He's dead.
All right, there's 5. Holy combat, Batman. That was wild. Okay, let's, I think that's everything, right?
That is everything.
All right, let's get on to the hero cam, and we'll let you know how many points I scored.
David, how'd you score?
I scored 6 points because I got hold 1, hold 2, hold more. Got my battle tactic of desecrate their lands, and I killed a unit of Kurnos, which was an idle unit with an idle unit.
Right.
Now we forgot to mention earlier that I had killed an idle unit before for an extra +1 as well. So I ended up netting 7 points that turn, which was really, really good. So the score is currently, I forget, it's 17-11, and we're going into a roll-off.
It's the darkest hour. We have 2
Durthu was like, what, bro? What?
If we can win this roll off, we actually might be able to do a thing.
All right, you break ties.
4's a respectable roll.
You break ties.
Okay.
So let's give you the turn.
So
okay, so you're gonna do Eradicate the Trespassers on Radikar.
Yep.
I'm going second, so I have 4 command points, 3 for the turn, and then 1 for Pack Alpha. And then I'm going to do Finest Hour with Radikar.
Okay. And then we are going to Finest Hour on Durthu, so he gets +1 to his wound rolls.
That seems really good. I like that. It seems really, really good.
That's it.
Okay.
We go into shooting.
No other hero phase stuff?
No, I'm not even gonna move because I'm not gonna trigger a replay. So we're gonna stay right here.
Okay.
You're
gonna go into shooting.
Right into shooting, right? And we're gonna shoot. We're gonna all-out attack. so that we can hit him on 3s, and we're gonna shoot.
Because he's -1.
Because he's -1.
Yeah. So you hit on 4s normally?
So I hit on 4s, but I'm +1, and then I'm +1 again. So we're hitting on 3s.
Oh, because of this?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to use a command point for all-out defense.
And then to wound. Oh, only 1 wound. Rend 1.
Rend 1, and I'm +2 to my save, so 3. I saved it.
Okay. Charging.
Okay. You're in.
I'm in like Flynn.
Okay.
We are going to...
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm going to unleash hell
Go for it.
with my extra command point. Okay. I need a 3 to hit, because I'm +1 to hit, but I'm -1 to hit. Oh, dang it.
Why are you, oh, yeah, because of... You're
Manfred.
Let's do... I don't need to fight last anybody, so let's just go into Stomp right here.
Okay.
2 mortals.
Save 1, fail 1.
Okay.
He's got 3 wounds left.
Let's see how many attacks I have. 3 extra attacks, so we have 3, 4, 7 attacks.
Okay.
Let's put 4 into the little guy and 3 into the big guy.
Okay. I am going to do all-out defense with the big guy.
Okay. So 4 attacks. Oh, all attack. Hit on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't need an all attack. I'm already hitting on 2s.
Yeah. Well, you're -1 to hit, so no.
Well, then we're all out attacking.
Okay, good.
So, those are...
they all wounded him?
Yeah, they all wounded.
That's ridiculous.
-2. So 6.
-2. I got a 3 up because he's finest hour, so it's 5s. Saves 1.
Okay.
Takes 18 damage.
18 damage.
I'm going to roll those wards. He's dead.
Okay. And then 3 more into the zombie dragon. Hits on 2s. They all hit.
Okay.
Wounds on 2s. They all wound.
How many? 3?
3.
3s? 5s. I save 1. So I take 12 damage.
Yep.
All right, we're back after swapping batteries. Michael, you've got some impaling talons, and I've got 2 wounds left. Let's see what happens.
Hits on 2s. Wound on 2.
Okay.
Rend 2.
Rend 2.
Yep.
How much damage is it?
There's 3 damage.
There's 3 damage. I'm 3 up save.
Yeah.
5s. Oh, 3
3
damage? Okay. He's dead. Good job. Durthu took out all of my powerhouse units.
Oh.
As he does.
With that, we call the game. I get my 3 points. We're going to do some math hammer. We'll be right back. But that's going to be a Gravelords victory. So good job.
Yep. Hell yeah. All right.
We'll see you guys for the wrap up. All right, guys, we're here for the wrap up. So David, what was the final score? How did it all shake out?
Well, we decided to call it after Durthu went off at the top of 4. I would have scored a minimum of 3 points in both turns 4 and 5 for holding 1, 2 more.
Right.
We weren't quite sure if I could complete a battle tactic. They all would have been hard. It would have been eye for an eye or gaining momentum. All of that depended on me killing Durthu, so we're just going to say that I potentially failed the battle tactics. And then I would have gotten another 3 points for my grand strat because I hold more graveyards or grave sites than Michael does, bring me to a total of 26.
Yep.
And then Michael, regardless of if he got any battle tactics, would have at least scored 2 more points, but missed his grand strat, bringing him from 16 to 18 points. So final score, 26 to 18. Once again, we maybe could have squeaked out a couple more points here and there, depending on how battle tactics went, but at that point, the spread was just too much that we didn't need to keep playing. So that was a really, really good game. I had a lot of fun playing a horde army and just trying to play the board a little bit instead of destroy everything.
Right. So we're going to get into the wrap up. If you're still with us at this point, we appreciate you guys so much for watching the video. We really hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below on what your favorite moment was. And let's get into the wrap up. David, who is your MVP for the game?
My MVP is going to be Manfred. I would give it to the Vampire Lord if he would have went a little bit harder with his attacks. I like how juiced he is in this list to get the extra attacks and everything like that, but it's got to go to Manfred. I mean, just having the Zombie Dragon +1 to hit and wound, and Manfred just being able to stand there and tank is great.
Right.
I mean, with Mystic Shield and all-out defense, he's really, really hard to kill because he's got a ward, he shrugs damage, and if he's really in a lot of trouble, then you can just teleport him away. So yeah, he's my MVP. I'm going to give LVP to the Graveguard.
Yeah, they missed their charge, and then they just stood there.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
They got me a battle tactic.
Yep. 2, because you barged through and then desecrated.
Yeah. So they were fine. They do a bunch of damage when they get in, though, so maybe next time. Next time, I'll be a little bit smarter with how I deploy, but I was already having a hard time figuring out battle tactics. That's the thing about this army, man. The battle tactics from the White Dwarf update from a while back are difficult, and you know, I've got 3 that I can do reliably, and then the other ones are tough.
Yeah, that's one thing that I find pretty easy about Sylvaneth is the battle tactics out of the book are pretty straightforward.
Right.
I
feel
feel
like
like I have
2 that you do almost every time. Yeah.
And then I have a 3rd one that is situationally good. It's essentially kill a monster with Durthu.
Yeah.
Like that can easily happen.
It just happened.
It did.
Yeah. So let's talk about your MVPs, LVPs, man.
So MVP is going to go to Durthu. He was the only thing actually killing stuff.
Yeah, he did a ton of damage, dude. And then he killed Radikar and my general at the top of 4. So if I wouldn't have been, you know, in a good spot at that point, that could have really, really hurt.
LVP, I don't know. The Seekers? I was really trying to make them do a thing. And I probably should have just let them die. I probably should have just held the general where he was, and so he couldn't redeploy instead of falling back out.
Yeah, because I rolled a big redeploy, 5 inches, and the only thing that got into me was the Ancient, and he just didn't do enough damage to kill me.
Yeah.
So I was able to swing back.
The Lancers, the other version of them, having that bigger move, slightly cheaper on the points wise.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a little bit easier to use. I would have been more comfortable just throwing them onto a point and doing some stuff with them.
Yeah, or just kidding around casting so you can bring back, you know, 1 Kurnoth Hunter with a spell and 1 Kurnoth Hunter with them would be good. But when they're in units of 3, it's like, you know, the unit's either dead or almost dead. So if you bring 1 back, I mean, they are good, don't get me wrong, but it can be tricky to make that work for you in the long run. Yeah,
especially when I could have just brought in the Vengeful Skull route instead. Because I tried that regrowth, got 1 wound, and I'm like, well, I should have.
That could have been, I think that could have been 46 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that all 4 of my units were in range.
Yeah. It was. I feel like that was a pretty big missed opportunity. Additionally, like moving away from my Spite Swarm. Was a pretty significant error. It took me a whole turn to recover from it. I eventually recovered from it, but by the time I did, it was too late.
Because I kind of would have done what you did. I would have put the Graveguard over here on this side and tried to charge them onto the objective, and then Durthu would have been back there just ready to go juice again and kill the Graveguard. And I did fail my charge with the Graveguard, so he probably would have killed all of them.
So it's hard to tell, you know, and sometimes you make mistakes in the middle of a game. You're trying to make the best choice you can. But I still love the Sylvaneth. I'm excited to take them to the tournament next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be taking Bone Reapers. I'm going to be taking a couple Catapults and some Endless Spells. It's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be fun. I'm hoping to go 2-1, 3-0 would be fantastic, but it just depends on how the matchups shake out. I can't stand up to Lumineth and heavy casting armies and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. We had a lot of fun playing today, and we got a bunch of new stuff on the way. Lumineth Realm Lords, Tzeentch, Cruel Boys, Gits, tons and tons of new stuff on the way, so please stay tuned. And yeah, we'll see you for the next battle report.
See you for the next one, guys.